Thought I had a hernia, wasn't sure. Kept getting worse, called my primary care, referred me to another doctor. He confirmed what I really already knew, was that I had a hernia. Had what was gonna be supposedly a routine surgery. Turned out to have some complications, I guess, during the surgery. Puncture in my small intestine. There was a corrective surgery done 2 days later to correct the hole. That didn't work out. There was another surgery 3 days later. This time they had to cut me down the middle. That didn't work out very well at all. Remained in the hospital off and on for 5 months. Because of the open wound, everyday life as you know it really ceased to exist. It was brought to my attention that there was a wound care center out at the beach in Florida. I went to go see the doctor there. Once he took a look at me, he just kind of shook his head and said, "Oh my God, you're in bad shape." He said, "There's really only one way to fix this." And I got a referral from my doctor in Florida to Dr. Henneford at Atrium Health.
When Scott came in, he is much like the patients that we frequently see who have had several operations, complications from surgery, and operations that have failed. I need to assess their quality of life, what they want out of surgery, what their goals are. And it should never be my goals. It's always the patient's goals. And Scott's goals were pretty straightforward when he wanted his life back.
I think the last thing he told me before I walked out in June was that it's gonna be okay, bud. We can fix this.
With Scott's case, looking at the pictures, it was unbelievable to see what he looked like when he first came in.
He had a very rough time, and when I met him, I don't know that he was really convinced that he was going to have the outcome that he's had so far.
He had a defect in his abdominal wall that was 29 centimeters by 22 centimeters. So one of the techniques that we used was to actually inject his oblique muscles with Botox, which helped decrease the size of the defect for us to repair.
When Mr. Gilpin came to see us, I was part of his initial consultation. I also saw him again with Dr. Henneford preoperatively.
I came up here to undergo the abdominal reconstruction and fistula repair surgery that Dr. Henneford and his team performed. It changed my life.
11 days after surgery, he walked out of here eating a regular diet, and then he went home and got himself better. His rehabilitation, I credit to him, for a highly motivated individual who was going to follow up and finish up while we started.
I came back within a month. The stitches were removed. The wound was healing. I was allowed to start walking again, and I was given the okay to really begin to exercise and to swim, and all of that is thanks to Dr. Henneford and his team.
Mr. Gilpin was wonderful. When we see him now, he's very happy and feels like his quality of life's returned, and that's a big reward.
To see Scott come back healthy and happy and all cured up, it's wonderful to see that.
Being referred to the doctor who knew of Dr. Henneford and knew what him and his staff could do here saved my life.